Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today we got KingWhamon versus MetalGarurumon BT1, and here we go. Who is the best? We're finally gonna find out today. I do start off here, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I did brick here, but it wasn't as bad because I ended up digivolving and playing Matt. Past turn, hatched, went into that Gomamon. That new Gomamon is absolutely amazing for both of these deck lists just because you can draw two after you play from evolution source. Here he goes, drops a Gabumon, draws one, and he's still at one here. And I bricked in my hand. I literally had 3-4 mats. It was just bad. So we need Mulligan to become official here, which more than likely I think it will be. It's just a matter of time. So here I go, I drop another mat here, and here I'm like, okay, well, since I don't have anything, I might as well just start dropping mats. So when I do drop something, I'm able to play them and strip sources, since that's what you need for a KingWhamon. Here he plays a Davis, and he gets the Garurumon off of Davis's effect, passing it over to my turn, leaving me at 3. I draw, and unfortunately I am still breaking here, and I drop another mat. We got 3 mats and 1 rookie, and he is just in a very good spot right now with Madoki, Blocker, and Gomamon. He actually digivolves to another Gomamon here, still with 3 memory. He digivolves for 2 and goes into that BT1 Garurumon. Fantastic for my MetalGarurumon deck list because I'm able to play him and unsuspend once I play him from my source. I end up at 3, and you know what, at this point I'm like, alright, you know what, I'm just digging my own grave. I might as well try and do something. I do hardcast a MetalGarurumon so I can activate my 3 mats, dropping all sources from MetalGarurumon, since I know he's probably going to go into KingWhamon. So now, at least this point, well, he didn't have Whalemon underneath, but either or. Moves up Gomamon, he swings with the MetalGarurumon, and he hits my Mad Dog Fire. Here I was like, okay, what does this card do again? So I do draw, and it goes to my hand, so really helpful. Got 2 cards there. Still his turn, he is at 5 memory. He does digivolve into, if you can find it, boom, Leopardmon. Here, there was a misplay here. He could have played the source underneath Sealamon from Leopardmon's effect, but he didn't, and he could have went for game the next turn. Really important to kind of, take your time and read cards, but when you're in the moment, you tend to forget, especially if you're not familiar with those cards. So here I go, I do move up Gomamon, and I finally bring out the big boy here. Unfortunate that I can't play anything underneath. I do have security attack +1 from MetalGarurumon since he has 3 Digimon with no sources underneath. So I do go for security attack +1. There's 1, and my luck, of course, now he dies. Here I was gonna go into the Omni and swing into Leopardmon instead of going for security, so I kind of got greedy there. So that ended with that. I ended up playing a Howling Memory Boost, trash Gomamon's sources, and freeze Leopardmon. That is why he is upside down. If you are new, which there are a lot of new people getting into Digimon, whenever you see a card that's upside down, that's kind of our way of knowing a card's frozen. Frozen meaning you can't attack or block to the end of your next turn. Here goes, it swings into the MetalGarurumon, so now I'm left with 2, 2, 3. At this point, it's kind of a game. There's not much I can do. And to kind of put another nail in the coffin, I should say, he drops that Cordramon and draws 2 and leaves me at 3. At this point, I'm like, alright, well, let's just play this out. I can't activate my Howling Memory Boost because we got Madoki over there. So that's why it was really game. There was no way for me to evolve all the way up to Mega in 1 turn. So I use Mad Dog Fire, I swing into that Gomamon. I'm like, well, at least let me get 1 body off the field. And again, regardless, it didn't matter. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 swings now. I do drop a Gabumon here, and I draw, and this should be game. So we should be moving on to round 2. But we're gonna play this out. Goes into Madoki, swings to arrow, goes to Gabu, and goes for game with that Madoki. And game 2. Let's see if I don't finally brick here. So I'll go ahead and I hatch into that Bukamon. I am taking off first here. Digivolve into that Gabumon, draw for 1, and I just passed turn. So here I don't recall if I had something in play, or I kind of wanted to play it smarter and kind of try and build up from the breeding area. If I did, I'm sure I had no champion because I would have digivolved to a champion. So here he goes. He plays a Davis and he does get that MetalGarurumon. And now he leaves me at 1. So he kind of memory chokes me here. I draw. I move up this Gabumon here. And I drop another Gabumon. He does go to 3 since he has Davis. I really play this Gabumon just so I could get that draw. Kind of start searching my deck. That's why this Gabumon is really good. It allows you to just drop him when you draw one. Digivolves into that Garurumon for 2. He's still at 1 here. And then he digivolves into a Whalemon. So he's setting up. He's setting up and he's memory choking me. This is not looking too good. I digivolve into a Gomamon. I draw. Lucky I had a rookie. And I drop a Hammer Spark. And here I gotta start stripping because once KingWhamon hits, he can pretty much summon 2 from Whalemon, and then Whalemon dropping a 3. I play Howling Memory Boost after Gomamon. I strip 2 and I do freeze that Whalemon. So kind of turned it around in 1 turn. That's what's great about Digimon. You're able to turn the whole battle in 1 turn. Really, it's just if you have the right cards, if you know what you're going up against, and you're really strategizing to kind of, you know, counter, I should say. So here he goes into that KingWhamon. So now if he attacks, he can play the Whalemon, but then that Whalemon, he will not be able to play a level 3. I move up that Goemon. I do go into the Hammer Spark. I thought about it, but I'm like, no, you know what? Let me do it because I want to play this little bad boy here. Bam! Drop. We have to stop fighting from BT3. And if you have been playing since then, basically, your Digimon and your opponent's Digimon gain jamming, to put it straightforward. So I do attack security here with full confidence that my Digimon are not going to die. Pop a Corjamon, draws for 2, swing into that another Gabumon, go into that Sealamon, Gomamon. See, at this point, it did not matter what I was swinging into. So now he's left with 1 security left. And then I do drop a Sealamon here, just so I could get a blocker going. Do leave him at 4. However, I do have 2 Bukamon, which I would gain 2 memory. But since he has Davis, he does go back to 3 because he is a memory set tamer. So now he does opt to swing with that KingWhamon into the Gomamon. And then here he can activate Whalemon's effect because there's no level 3 underneath any source. Swings with that Corjamon. Here I do opt to block just so I could get a Digimon off the field, to kind of a guarantee. If he's swinging into my security, I do not know what would have been there. Vmon swings into Gabumon. So now, again, like I was saying, in 1 turn, things just switch so quick. It does drop that Kakita. I still can't say that word. Kakita's Breath, leaving me with only Gomamon on the field. So now this does buy him another turn because I do need 2 swings. And as of now, I can only attack with Gomamon. So what I do play Forbidden Trident and give him 2000 DP. Then when I attack, I can return a level 3 or lower, or in this case only level 3, back to your hand. I do pop that Vmon back, swing, go into another Kakaitis, and then ultimately redropping that Gomamon. There's nothing to strip, still my turn, so I do end up playing Sora and Joe here. Get that extra memory because unless he digivolves to a level 7, I should still gain 2 memory. Now he goes into this Vmon here, and here he needs to try and find a blocker. And he's trying to search for it with the Gabumon here, and he does not get it. So he does just play it out and swings. Go into a mad dog fire here. I draw and I get that to my hand. Swing with Whalemon. Sealamon survives, and then that's game. He does concede. And there I show what was remaining in my security. And here we go. Final round. You know, these decks, when you're building them on paper, they're like, man, this can be badass. You know, you could build up to Mega, do X, Y, and Z when you attack and all that stuff. But until you play it, until you play that deck that you've been building, you will not know how it's gonna work. And as you can see, both of us, since we both know, or I should say more on my end, since I know what I'm playing against, as long as I'm stripping, I know he can't do what he wants to do. Anyway, moving on, I did drop a level 5 here because I did brick. He did end his turn since he opted to go first. He drew a brick, but now he digivolved all the way into a Whalemon, leaving me at 2. So here I just go ahead and I swing with Dragomon, go into that Gomamon, I do survive, drop a Gabumon, leave him at 1, memory choke him, and I do draw. So now here, if he digivolves, he passes turn. And here I was telling him he should swing at my Dragomon, you know, kind of clash, but he didn't. He swung at security, he did survive. And now he does drop a spicy Kaiser Nail, plays that Garurumon and unsuspends Whalemon, and then he gains a memory from Bukamon, putting me at 2. And here what I was gonna do, I was gonna swing over that Whalemon on my turn, but since he unsuspended it, now I can't. I do move up this Gabumon here, play a Hammer Spark, I go to 3, and now comes the big boy once again. Well, he survived this time. I swing into security. Alright, I go into Gomamon, I actually survived. And now I drop another Gomamon to strip one of his sources. I do have my own Bukamon, so I do gain 1 memory. And of course, another reason I did that, so when he swings with KingWhamon, he goes into a Hammer Spark, and then he puts him at 2. Swings with Garurumon, boom, Omnimon. Should have been in my hand, but whatever. Anyway, long story short of that, Bukamon, now he can gain memory. That's what I was trying to get at. He does play his own Howling Memory Boost, strips my MetalGarurumon and freezes him, and therefore buying himself another turn. That's just the power of blue, man. This whole freezing mechanic it's insane. So now I can swing for 3, but I cannot finish here. And here we go. Swing into a KingWhamon, and I swing again with Gabumon, and I run into another KingWhamon. So that's where all his KingWhamon were. And now I do drop a Gomamon. I didn't want to swing first just in case I ran into a Hammer Spark, so I did trash the remaining source of Whalemon. And now I am going to swing with this Gabumon and Kakaida's Breath, of course. Send Gomamon back to my hand. And then to finish off, I do drop a Madoki here, and that should do it. Memory choke. He can't play Howling Memory Boost because of Madoki, and that is game. Whew. Alright, well, I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and I will see you guys on the next one.